What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna do us a tabletop review a little bit. Now, I'm no expert on anything. I'm not gonna claim to be, but I like cool stuff. I think most guys like cool stuff. We like guns, we like knives, anything sharp or makes a lot of noise. We kind of like them. Got a couple of my favorite edge tools. One of them you probably recognize right off the bat. That's the Marine combat knife or utility combat knife. This particular one's Ontario. I think it might be current issue or pretty recently issued. The Marine Corps, we know Kabar makes one. Camulus made one back in the day when Camulus was around and everything. But I had one of those Camulus combat knives, utility knives, and let it get away from me. I wished I hadn't, but it looked just like this one. You you got the carbon steel with a black phosphate kind of finish on it. Leather washer stacked in there and all, and we all know that probably not the best necessarily survival knife. You could do some batoning with it, and I mean it's what's the best knife to have when you need it. It's the one you got, but it's got a rat tail tang that comes all the way through the pommel back here, and we know that's pretty small tang and everything, so. It might be a weak point for it. And of course, we know that when the leather washers get wet or you get your hand covered in moisture or blood or something like that, it may not be as easy to grip as you'd want it to be. But it's a good knife. It's been around a long time. It's proved itself to be durable, and Marines have used it. The Army uses them some. Navy uses them. I mean, everybody's got their own version, I guess. I don't know, but anyway, it's a good knife. And it comes from, this one's Ontario, like I said. Come with a good edge from the factory. Use it a little bit, not a whole lot, but if you want specifications, you know how long the blade is, about 7 inches long and all that crap. Go online, look it up. I'm just telling you my opinion. I think they're good knives. I think you should have one. They're handy. They feel good in your hand. They fit well. You can cut your fingers off with them, so that's what you need. Anyway, it comes in a leather sheath, of course, a little paracord on the end of that one. And it's like, I like leather. And of course, we know there's modern materials now that you can get sheaths made out of. It's more durable and better and don't rot and, all that crap. But, if you need a good knife, it's a good knife to have. It's a good one to take with you in the woods. Good one to have out in your shop. Maybe having your bug out bag in your car, in your trunk of your car. You never know. Good handy knife. I like them. Kabar makes one. It looks a lot better than these. It's got a lot, leather washers, and the finish is a lot nicer and everything. We know Kabar makes a lot. Their knives have a real nice finish on them and everything. Matter of fact, we got a version of the Kabar. I can't remember what particular one it is. And it's just really it's more of a combat knife than even a utility knife. It's got a nice long blade. Got a nice blade on it. And like I say, it's Kabar makes this one. Got USA 1273 on there. Kabar, Olean, New York. It's got a false edge on the back up here that you can sharpen. Almost a double edge and everything on that, if you can see that or not. Came real sharp from the factory. And instead of stacked leather washers back here, it's got the same design and everything. It's rubberized. I don't know, maybe they call it a Creighton handle or something like that. I don't know. They got a name for it, but it's rubberized. It's rubberized and good grip on this knife. You can get a really good grip on it. It's tacky feeling a little bit, so you're not gonna lose your grip and everything. And it's rat-tailed as well, all the way through the pommel. So it's not gonna be, that won't be, it's not gonna be like a good survival knife. It'll be a full tang, and the tang's as wide as the blade and all. And that's a good survival knife. One you can do some. You're not gonna go out there and do a lot of batoning for wood and all. I mean, if you had this, all you had, that's good. But like I say, it's got this false edge on the blade, and there it gets narrow right there. And so, I mean, it's a good fighting knife. I think it's long, about 7 inches, maybe a little longer. And it's a good. That's a good fighting knife right there. And I'm not a knife fighter. I don't know. I've never been in a knife fight, and most of you haven't either. And a lot of people claim to be experts on knives, and there are experts out there on knife fighting who've never been in knife fights either. So, I'm not going to dismiss their knowledge if they studied it, and, you can learn a lot and not necessarily have to ever use that skill, and hope you don't. You know, it's kind of like you practice your marksmanship with your handgun or your rifles, but let's hope we don't ever have to use them, right? Because we're not out there to cause trouble. We're out there just to stay alive and survive and take care of our families. But anyway, this is a good combat knife, a good fighting knife. Maybe not the best for taking out in the woods. The other combat utility knife, that's probably a little bit better. There's also some better knives out there for just survival purposes that you could use for fighting if you need to. Came with a real sharp edge on it. If you don't know if you can see it or not, the finish on there is pretty good. But you know, just a little bit of use on it, and we know that finish is going to start coming off and scuff up and mark up and everything. I used it just to open up a few boxes around the house, and you can tell already. So you know, the finish is not going to stay on there. None of them do. Once you start using them and everything, it's the pommel's pinned in there. There's a little pin on the end right there. But it's a good knife. I like the sheath. This is probably the best sheath I've had a knife come to me lately. I like this sheath. It's a plastic and some nylon webbing, but it really holds the knife well. As a matter of fact, you put it in there, and it snaps in. It's got plastic here. These little plastic tips that locks in behind them, and that'll hold the knife in there. Then it comes with another strap that goes over that. It goes over the front of the card there, and that locks it in even better. And then it comes with another strap, and it snaps in there. And now you got the thing locked in 3 different ways. I think it makes it, all you airborne guys, maybe y'all know this. I think it makes it a good knife to take and have with you because it snaps in and locks in 3 different ways there. So I guess if you jump out of airplanes and stuff and you want this thing's out hanging on the outside of your gear, you want it to be really secure. And of course, it's got places where you can put webbing and lash it on the other gear and things like that. And that's handy. Got a couple of pieces of bicycle tubing on there for what, I don't know. But anyway, you know, like I said, it's a good knife. I can't even remember what Kabar calls this. When some of y'all guys out there, if you want to comment on it, you know, you can comment on, tell me what it is. I don't remember which one it is, what model it is. It's just good. Kabar makes a great knife. It's sharp, good steel. You know, and like I said, I like that rubberized handle, that modern material. You know, we're all traditionalists to some point, but you know, I like, you know, 1911s are great guns, and I like them, and I like shooting them. They're great to shoot, but you know, if you want durability and something that's going to really serve you well, you're probably going to get one of them polymer guns. You know, they're easier to maintain, harsh environment, and you know, 1911 survived, and it's a workhorse too. We know that, but it's like anything else. You know, you bought a 1911, I just want to look at it, and I got knives like that too. And this is almost one of them just because it just looks so good. You know, but it's not. It's to be used, and it should be. You know. You know, if you're looking for a good knife, look, Kabar's, Ontario makes good knives too. I got a few of those, and you know, they'll serve you well. You know, some are better, but look, you go to buy a knife. What should you think about? What do you really need it for? You know, but then again, how many things do we buy that we really don't need? Most of it, I guess. Huh? Anyway, there's a couple of knives I like. Just want to tell you about them. You got an opinion about them? That's fine. You know, that's fine too. I don't care. You know, I'm just sharing them on this my YouTube page. I can do what the hell I want. You know, take them out. Check them out. If you need one, get you one. They're not expensive. I think the Kabar was 60-something bucks, maybe. This was, when I bought this, it was 30. Man, it's 35 bucks. You know, I think you can still get them sometimes for that. So, you know, for 35 bucks, this is a really good knife to have right here. Sharp, durable. Time tested, you know. And if you tear it up, you only have 35 bucks or so, not a lot of money. You know, if I spend 100 bucks on a knife, I'll never take it out in the woods. I'm just sorry, just ain't gonna do it. You know, some of you guys, we all got plenty of cash laying around, I know. But anyway, that's my opinion. Share it with you. Got a comment? Post it. Don't have a comment? I guess you won't post it. Anyway, that's my opinion on a couple of good knives. Like I say, if you want to know how long the blades are, whatever, look it up. See ya.